So if there are a few pages in the text that you would really like students to be able to mark up or write answers on, you can use Kami as a way for them to be able to actually complete those pages. So what I did is I just took a couple pages from the unit on scientific investigations and I took them from pictures online. So that's why you can see this blue highlighting here, but you could definitely just use the student text to do this instead. And I added a note at the top that says to be sure that you've read the chapter before you complete the assignment, because this is just part of it. I would use it kind of towards the end. And then there's two ways that you can add questions. And one would be by adding a comment. So this is a little bit different way to add a question. And then the other way is just to add a text box where they would write, kind of like you might do on a slideshow if you wanted students to actually write inside the slideshow. So this would be the difference. The difference would be you'd want to come here and create a text box for an area on the page they could write on. And maybe if you're creating a question that could be a discussion question between you and the student, you could add it as a comment. So I did this because what will happen is when the student replies, then I can then reply to their reply and it becomes more of a conversation. So if I need to check any of these answers and I kind of want to check in with the student, I can check in. If I want to make sure that they get this, I can tag them by hitting the plus sign and their email account. So this is Allison Moyer's account. So if I tag her in that comment, she's going to see it and she's going to look for it. Okay, down here, they can just click here and type an answer. And if you wanted to teach them how to do this, it's really easy. They get all of these exact same controls. So you can teach them to draw their own text box. They can even make it certain colors so that they know they're supposed to answer on the sheet like it was the worksheet. They have to draw in a box there in order to answer the question. So I just put flags on all the places that I already created the text box for them to write. And I don't really care if they accidentally erase my number in my flag. I'm just kind of checking here for the answer. You might even have them put their answers in a different color so that it shows up easier for you. I try to make this, it's kind of disconnected now, but I tried to make it so that the student would be directed down to this reading down here, so they knew that it wasn't, the answer wasn't in this space over here, that it was somewhere down in this picture. Back up to select so I don't keep creating text box. I made another one, and this is just an emoji. I put the flag in there. If you right click or double click when you're at the end of a line, you can get the emojis and you can add them in there as bullets or indicators. Here, I actually put a note, use the drawing tool or the shape tool to circle the correct answer. So over here, they can hit drawing and pick a color and they can circle an answer. If they feel weird, they can't circle right and they want to make a shape, they can instead pick a color of a shape and then make a circle that way. And then there's another text box here. And then I just put, again, some boxes for them to write in the spaces, which you can either do that or they can do it on their own. And then I put a note, I made a different emoji and let them know that the trophy means that both 7 and 11 are extra credit if they want to do those. So if you have any worksheets at all, you can use Kami for any of them. And if you have some textbook pages that have some graphics on there, the only thing is if you have, there's a lot in Fusion, there's a lot of really nice double page spreads. Like this is a single page, but some of them are double page and it's really hard to answer without seeing both pages. You would have to, I think that you pretty much have to put that together in a cut and paste as a drawing, export that drawing as a PDF, and then upload it into Kami. Actually, as long as it's a JPEG, you can upload JPEGs into Kami and Kami will change them into PDFs for you so that you can then use them to mark up just like this.